Good day everyone. My name is E.G. Bilad. I'm going to report my Philippine Electrical Code topics. Article 3.3 Relations between various classes of lines and equipment. 3.3.1 Relative levels. Standardization of levels. The levels at which different classes of conductors are to be located should be standardized by agreement of the utilities concerned. So, the height levels at which different types of conductors, such as electric communication lines, are installed should be standardized through mutual agreement among the utility companies involved. This ensures consistency and safety in installation. Section 3.3.1.2 Relative levels such as electric supply and communication conductors. A. Preferred levels where electric supply and communication conductors cross each other or are located on the same structures. The supply conductor should be positioned at the higher level. So when electric supply and communication line cross each other or are installed in the same pole, the electric supply line should be placed at the higher level. Exception. This rule does not apply to trolley feeders, which may be located for convenience approximately at the level of the trolley contact conductor. B. Special construction for supply circuits, the voltage of which is 600 volts or less and carrying power not in excess of 5 kilowatts. B. Special construction for supply circuits, the voltage of which is 600 volts or less and carrying power not in excess of 5 kilowatts. This section applies to low voltage circuits that share poles with communication lines. These are allowed under special condition if they are single-phase AC or two-wire DC. They operate at 600 volts or less. They transmit no more than 5 kilowatts of power. Under the following condition number 1, conductor size and type. The wire must be covered and have a cross-sectional area of at least 8.0 mm copper or equivalent strength. It must meet the construction standards for supply circuits of the same class. Number 2. The placement and climbing space. The supply circuits must be placed on the lowest signal support arm using the end and adjacent pins. 750 mm climbing space must be maintained from the group up to 600 mm above the supply wires. The supply wires must be cleared visible, either by using insulators of a different shape of color, stenciling the voltage on both sides on the support arm, or using metal characters to indicate voltage. Number 3. Vertical clearance. There must be a minimum vertical clearance of 600 mm between the support arm carrying the supply circuits and the next support arm above. Other pins on the same arm may be used for communication circuits only if they are part of the same company that owns and operates the supply circuits. Number 4. Protection of arresters and fuses. The supply circuits must be equipped with arresters and fuses at the supply end. If the signal circuit is AC, protection must be installed on the secondary side of the transformer. Arresters must break down at about twice the circuit voltage, but not less than 1 kV. Number 5. Supply circuits in cable. If electric supply circuits are enclosed in cable, meeting specific safety standards, they can be installed below communication lines. There must be at least 400 mm vertical clearance between the supply cable and the lowest communication line. Communication circuits that are not related to operating the supply circuits must not be included in the same cable. Number 6. Where such supply conductors are carried below communication conductors, transformers and other apparatus associated therewith shall be attached only to the sides of the support arm in the space between and at no higher level than such supply wires. Number 7. Lateral runs below communication space. If supply circuits run sideways below the communication space, they must be protected through the climbing space using wood molding or similar covering. Alternatively, they can be carried in insulated multi-conductor cable. These lateral runs must be placed underneath the support arm. Article Section 3.3.1.3 Relative levels. Electric supply lines of different voltage. A. At crossings of conflicts, when supply conductors of different voltage level cross or conflict structurally, the higher voltage lines should be placed higher than the lower voltage ones. B. On structures used only by electric supply conductors, where supply conductors of different voltage classification are on the same structures, relative levels should be as follows. Number 1. Where all circuits are owned by one utility, the conductors of higher voltage should be placed above those of lower voltage. Number 2. Where different circuits are owned by separate utilities, the circuits of each utility may be grouped together and one group of circuits may be placed above the other group, provided that the circuits in each group are located so that those of higher voltage are the higher levels at that any of the following conditions are met. A. Vertical clearance of not less than that required by Table 3.4.6.3 is maintained between the nearest line conductors of the respective utilities. B. Conductors of a lower voltage classification placed at the higher level than those of a higher classification shall be placed on the opposite side of the structure. C. Ownership and voltage are prominently displayed. Article Section 3.3.1.4 Identification of overhead conductors. All conductors of electric supply and communication lines should, as far as practical, be arranged to see uniform position throughout or shall be constructed, located, marked, numbered or attached the distinctive insulator or cross arms, so as to facilitate identification by employees authorized to thereon. This does not prohibit systematic transposition of conductors. That's all and thank you.